Hey, good evening. I'm really happy to have you here. My name is Daniel. I was a professional opera singer and beatboxer, and tonight we are back at it again with Erik Grönwall performing O Helga Natt. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. I don't speak Swedish. I've never even sung in Swedish, so I hope that's correct. We did Erik's O Holy Night last year, and he did a Swedish version this year, and this was recommended to me by someone on my Patreon named Ruby Man or Mon, and I really appreciate you reaching out to me to do this one. I'm really excited for this. I hope you guys are as well. So let's kick off this holiday season on the channel with Erik Grönwall.
O helga natt, o helga stund för världen, då gudamänniskan till jorden steg ner. För att försona världens brott och synder, för oss han dödens smärta led. Och hoppets stråle går igenom världen, och ljuset skimrar över land och hav.
Oh, chills.
Och hälsa glatt din frihet. Och helga natt, du frälsning åt oss gav. Och helga natt,
Yeah.
du frälsning åt oss gav. Ty frälsaren krossat våra tunga bojor, och gjorde fri himlen öppen nu är. Ut i din slav du ser en älskad broder, och se din ovän ska bli dig så kär. Från himlen bragte frälsaren oss friden, för oss han nedsteg i sin stilla grav.
Yeah.
Folk faller neder och hälsa glatt din frihet. Och helga natt, du
Oh, yeah.
frälsning åt oss gav.
Yeah, it's just as beautiful as I remember it being. It's just so full and warm. And in the beginning of the piece, we get this incredibly soft, emotional. Let me quote from Tarzan, the Disney animated version, really quick. This emotional constipation. But no, seriously, in the beginning, we get this really broken voice. It's so soft in its dynamic and its volume, but even beyond that, the voice is just barely coming out, and the breath support isn't really there because of how emotionally focused this entire intro is. To me, at least, it reflects this humility when recognizing the absolute power and omnipotence of what it is that he's singing about, which revolves around Christ in this case. So the fact that we are so broken down in the beginning of the piece, and it just so beautifully gradually builds, and then we get a lot more foundation and a lot more security in Erik's voice, in his power and strength, and then we're just constantly building, getting so much stronger. It's so beautiful. And then all of a sudden he just pumps the brakes and we just come to a crashing halt. But it's so impactful, the entirety of the piece. You just feel him every second of the way throughout all of it. There's never really a dull moment because something's always changing, something's always happening, and he just keeps your attention like that. And even in those unfettered, free moments, you're still fully connected to his control and fully aware of it as well, where you just see these fall-offs, these tapers, so cleanly done, and his phrasing throughout the piece so expertly done. So let's go into the analysis so I can pick it apart a little bit more and just appreciate what he's given us again.
O helga natt, o helga stund för världen, då gudamänniskan till jorden steg ner.
Just listen to that E. That beautiful taper. It just gives you chills. It's so soft and so delicate. You feel this passion just pouring out of him in this beautiful tenderness.
För att försona världens brott och synder, för oss han dödens smärta led, och hoppets stråle går igenom världen, och ljuset skimrar över land och hav.
And you just hear that ever so slight, more powerful percussion in the piano, in the way that it hits. And that's the moment that you know that you're going to get a little bit more dynamic power and strength coming from Erik here. Like, listen to how beautiful this is again.
Ljuset skimrar över land och hav. Folk faller neder och hälsar glatt din frihet. Och
And also, just listen to his diction. Like, you don't really need to understand what it is word for word that he's singing in its translation. It obviously pays to know because it gives you more of an emotional connection to what it is that he's fully connected to in terms of the lyrics. But if you've heard O Holy Night before, you get the idea, you get the emotional center of it. But with that being said, especially when it comes to opera from a classical singer's perspective, the phrasing and the diction is so imperative, especially when singing in another language. And it's also really important to note, and I'm going to give this to all the people out there who have given me a bunch of BS for this in the past because I've commented on it in other videos. Singing in a language and speaking in a language are two very, very different things. And what I mean by that is you're going to round a lot of vowels when singing in English classically. And if I were to sing God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, I'm not going to sing God like an A-H-ah. I'm going to round it into the O. God. And it's going to create more of a flow. God rest ye merry gentlemen. And you just let that flow easily. And you get gentlemen. And you get these strong consonants. And it adds so much strength to the chords, to the vocal line, to the melody, the cadence, to the entire everything that's happening. So the fact that Erik is focusing on creating this crisp diction and making sure that the phrasing is so fluid and connected, it's so important, especially to this type of music where it's all about these transitions and this progression and how he builds it. His transitions are so smooth, and you don't get that a lot with artists. They usually go verse, new emotion into the chorus, into a new emotion, and you just kind of feel very jarred a lot of the time. So the fact that we're getting these smooth transitions that he's carrying us, it means so much to me, dude.
Helga natt, till frälsning åt oss ska. Och Helga natt, till frälsning åt oss ska.
Yes. And those little ornaments there, or the additive notes that he added into the line there. It's so good. Usually I'm very critical when it comes to people performing certain types of vocal acrobatics because it really doesn't add anything to the piece, and all they're really doing is just showing off their vocal range. And I can always appreciate it when a vocalist is able to show off their vocal range in a really beautiful and dazzling way, but it's novel and it doesn't really dazzle me as much as it would the non-musician, let's say. And the fact that Erik isn't doing it here for vocal acrobatic effect to show off in any key way, it's genuinely there to serve the purpose of this beautiful flowing line that he's already constructed, and it just accents that beautiful line wonderfully. It's just such in great taste.
Ty frälsaren krossat våra tunga bojor, vår jord är fri, himlen öppen nu är.
Yeah.
Ut i din slav du ser en.
Notice how he didn't breathe there.
Ut i din slav du ser en.
Yeah, and that is so important, because when you're getting these kinds of phrases and you are building, not breathing in places where you would normally expect to breathe really gives you that feeling as an audience member, not just for the artist, but as an audience member, that he is carrying you, that you are feeling these beautiful transitions from phrase to phrase, where having a quick breath there even, or a much bigger breath where he could have taken it there but chose to not to, is because it just really gives you that sensation of it all being connected. Yes, he obviously does breathe a lot throughout the piece, but it's very specific. He spent his time sitting down with the music saying, this is where I'm going to breathe, this is where I'm going to breathe, and practicing it, rehearsing it with his accompanist, and just going through the motions until he was able to record it and get it just right. I didn't see any behind the scenes stuff, but I know that this is how it happened, because you just don't get this kind of attention to detail in the breath, in the atmosphere that you want to build for your audience in one take. You have to work it out, and he's just doing it so well here.
Älskad broder och se din ovän ska bli dig så kär.
Yeah, and here's that raspiness.
Från himlen brakte frälsaren oss friden, för oss han nedsteg i sin stilla grav. Folk faller nere.
Yeah, and listen how at the beginning of that, he just kept it straight tone. And then it wasn't until the very end of that cadence that he added that vibrato, adding that extra additional breath support and strength. Oh, I love that. Yeah. So well controlled. Oh, and that taper. Oh my gosh. With all of these, this chorus behind him and these powerful drums and just the real feeling of that orchestra just powering behind him. Notice how our attention still isn't off Erik. There's so much more drama happening in the background. You know, there's so many more elements that are happening under Erik, but not a single moment has our attention gone away from Erik. He's just so strong, and in terms of his voice and what it is that he's expressing. And it's not just because of the forced perspective, although that is an element of it through the camera, but it's just his voice demands this full attention because he carried you from the beginning of the piece to this point, and he is gripping you really tight to ensure that you're not getting lost throughout the piece, getting lost in other instruments or other aesthetics. You are just following him so closely throughout this piece, and you're just able to connect with him emotionally because of that. That is really excellent. I just noticed that his jaw is a little bit off to the side there. I don't know if that's a little jaw tension or just something I never noticed before, but just something to keep in mind. Oh! Look at his tongue here. Look at how it's just resting in his mandible and how it's not completely blocking his windpipe and ensuring that the sound doesn't get lost in the back of his throat. That was a big issue I had, especially when I was in college. When I was singing, I would lift the middle of my tongue and raise it into my soft palate, which is, you know, you have the roof of your mouth, where if you follow that back, all of that is your hard palate, but the farther back you go, where you no longer have that hardness, that's your soft palate. And when you put your tongue up against that, you're blocking a lot of the sound, and it sounds almost Kermit the Frog-esque, where you get that, where you're just really causing the sound to be in you instead of outside of you, projected outside of you. So when you're especially belting, you want to keep that tongue relaxed. You obviously want to shape your tongue in whatever vowel you're singing to ensure that the vowel comes through cleanly, but That's it. And the fact that it's just resting there, that is just excellent. Oh my gosh. It's so striking. Oh, chills, dude. Just superbly executed. His phrasing, his diction, the flow, the cadential structure, everything that he was doing, he just wraps you completely, and you're just so mesmerized by his performance and what it is he's doing. So really great job, Erik, brother. This was just... this was extremely enjoyable, and I really, really dig your vibe in much of your music, but especially this one here, dude. It was just awesome. Thank y'all so much for watching. If y'all liked it, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you didn't like it, please leave a dislike and let me know why in the comments. I do read all of the comments, even if I may not have to reply to them, so please know your comments do not go unnoticed. If you guys would like to see this video and a bunch of other videos early on my Patreon, there is a link in the description below. Feel free to check that out at your leisure, but as of right now, I want to appreciate all of you for being here watching these videos. It really does mean a lot to me, so thank you so much. And I can't wait to see all of you in the next video. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone.